All right, so we are going to learn Horton Hears a Who. So I'm going to go in kind of pieces. I'm going to go teach Horton's track and then go back a little bit, teach the ensemble track, and in pieces like this. So bear with me. So from the beginning, we have, you're going to be walking on stage to formation number 1 in your animal walking fashion. So if you're a monkey, think about how a monkey would move, or if you're a bird, maybe you're going to walk with a little flap in your wing, or however. So that's your jungle walk is what I call it. So you're going to be walking to formation 1 with your jungle walk for all of the who wada, who wada da da, who wada, who. And then when the cat says, now think of an elephant lumbering through, Horton is going to enter then, and Horton, you're going to, walk very slowly like an elephant would. And jungle citizens, you guys are still walking to your formation, and if you're already in your formation, just keep moving like your animal in formation. So moving through, we just said, think of an elephant lumbering through. Who wada, who wada wada. Then we have Horton. Yes, Horton. Horton hears a who. So everyone in the ensemble, now you're in formation 1. Basically everyone who's not Horton right now, you're going to do what I call sway jungle step touches. So instead of a normal step touch, you're just going to, you have your feet that do a step touch side to side, but your arms are going to be kind of loose and flowy. So you're going to do these step touches unless I tell you otherwise. This is what happens in the song. So you have Horton sings, on the 15th of May, in the jungle of Newell, in the heat of the day, in the cool of the pool, he was splashing, and everyone goes, splash. And then he says, enjoying the jungle's great. So you start again on jungle's great joys when you're going to keep going for Horton the elephant, Horton the elephant. Then everyone, when you sing Horton the elephant, and then Horton says, heard a small, and then on noise, you're going to start your step touches again. Noise, da, da, da. Okay, so we're going to go back now. Horton, I'm going to tell you what to do. So Horton, you go on the 15th of May, you're going to show jungle of Newell, in the heat, like it's sweaty outside, so just wipe away the sweat. In the heat of the day, in the cool, you're going to spread, like the water's right in front of you, so you're showing. In the cool of the pool. And then for splashing, you're just going to kind of stomp around. He was splashing, enjoying the jungle's great joys when Horton the elephant. And everyone does that. And then Horton the elephant heard a small noise. So everyone, if you don't have a little solo part coming up, Horton, you're just kind of acting the story out. Unless I give you a specific move, you can just kind of, like if they say, oh, Horton heard the noise, perk up and listen to where the noise is coming from. But ensemble, not including bird girls at this point, ensemble, you go back to doing the sway step touches for as soon as they say, Horton the elephant heard a small noise, and you're just doing this, continuing through. So Horton stopped splashing, he looked toward the sound. That's funny, thought Horton, there's no one around. Then he heard it again, just a very faint yelp, as if, and then you stop. Some tiny person were calling for help. Step touches again. And keep going. Horton goes, I'll help you, said Horton, but who are you and where? He looked and he looked, he could see nothing there. And then stop, but a small speck of dust blowing past. And then everyone, you're going to go, with your arms, you're going to go whoosh through the step touch step, touch, step, touch. Okay, going back, that was the ensemble. Now I'll teach bird girls. This is your section. So after heard a small noise, step, touch, step, touch, step, touch, stop, then bevel. This is called a bevel. So you're standing on this leg and this leg is popped like this. Then you're just going to shake your hip. So Horton stopped splashing. He looked towards the sound. That's funny, thought Horton. There's no one around. Then he heard it again, just a very faint yelp, as if some tiny person were calling for step touches for you bird girls. And he said, then you stop, and then Horton says, I'll help you. And then said Horton, you're going to point to wherever Horton is on stage in relation. So if he's over there, I'll help you, said Horton. I don't know where I am. Oh, but who are you and where? And then you're going to, he looked and he looked. He could see nothing there, but a small speck of dust blowing past, and you do this with everyone, whoosh, through the step touch for you. Da-na-na-na-na, da-na-na. Okay, so Horton, like I said, you're kind of acting out this. So you are just so Horton stopped splashing. He looked toward the sound, so you're gonna look towards the clover patch or wherever, not the clover patch. You're gonna look towards stage right. Look toward the sound. And then for that's funny, thought Horton, shrug your shoulders. There's no one around. Then he heard it again, just a very faint yelp. And then to the audience, say, as if some tiny person were calling for help. And then you hear it again. And then you say this just kind of to the world. I'll help you, says Horton. But who are you and where? And then you can do this with the bird girls. He looked and he looked. He could see nothing there. And then you can like point in the air to that small speck of dust. But a small speck of dust blowing past through the air. And then going on now, I'm moving forward in the song. Still talking to Horton. You say, I say, how confusing, I've never heard tell of a small speck of dust that is able to yell. You're saying all of this to the audience. So you know what I think? I think there must be someone on top of that small speck of dust. Now when that happens, just because I'm here, everyone behind you, ensemble, you guys have been doing your step touch sways for all of that. But as soon as Horton says, so you know what I think there must be some small speck of dust. You're going to freeze wherever you are. So if you're like this, you're going to freeze right in your spot. Horton, you're still going to talk to the audience. Some poor little person who's shaking with fear that'll blow in the pool. He has no way to steer. He's alone in the universe. I'll just have to save them because after all, a person's a person no matter how small. A person's a person no matter how. And then on small, Horton, you're going to start walking towards the clover patch. Everyone else in the background, as soon as he says, no matter how, on small, you're going to start step touching again. And you sing, who wada, who wada, who wada, who. And ensemble, you're going to keep going with your step touches like this through till the very end of the song. Okay, so ensemble, you're doing this till the very end of the song. Then bird girls, so you do who wada, who wada da who wada who. So, and you're gonna go back to hips. So gently and using the greatest of care, the elephant stretched his great trunk through the air. You're still gonna do your hips, but you're gonna raise your arms. Trunk through the air. Ooh, I'm falling over. Wait. I think I did that wrong. Oh, I did do that wrong. So sorry. So you have so gently and using the greatest of care, the elephant stretched his great. You're going to lift your arm up, trunk through the air and bring it down. Then with that same arm, I think your right hand, then he lifted the dust speck and you're going to carry it over. And then put your arm back for and freeze. For placed it down, and he says safe. Sing to the audience, on a very soft clover, and you're going to start step touching as well. Okay, and then that is the end of the song. So pretty simple. There's a lot of groups of people in this song, so really work to try and remember what part you're doing versus what people around you are going to be doing, because it can get kind of confusing sometimes. So as long as you practice really hard and write down in your script what you're supposed to be doing, then you'll be perfect when you practice by yourself. You won't be confused.